Well, good evening, fellow three-sport or tri-sport enthusiasts. Welcome to the video. If we haven't met before, we may not have done because this is one of the first videos I've uploaded to my channel. I'm Dan, aka the Middle-Aged Triathlete. I know, hard to believe, but I am 41, not too far off, sorry. I'll be at 42 now, as hard as it is to believe. Anyway, let's stop with the waffling. That's not the greatest start. You can see from this title that, we're going to focus on the importance of the long run. So without further ado, let's crack on with it. So the first reason why a long run is so important in the training week is just because of how enjoyable it is. You know, if I mention the name Jack Daniels, a lot of you probably just think of the fine American bourbon. But actually, those of you who enjoy reading about running, cycling, swimming, you'll know that he's a very, very well-known running coach. Yeah, and his advice is that the long run should be no more than about 70% of your maximum heart rate. So I know for me that's about 120 to 125 beats a minute. And when I'm running, basically that's just an easy conversation pace, like what I'm doing here. It doesn't actually matter if you don't have a heart rate monitor, because you can just judge your pacing just on that alone. You know, if you've got a running companion, you can jog along and chat, then you know you're pacing it well. And even if you're on your own, as long as no one else is around, you can just chat to yourself to check, and then you still know that you're going good. So yeah, because of that, you're never really exerting yourself too hard, and you can just enjoy and soak up where you are. I'll just show you a couple of photos now of some of the places I've been lucky enough to go. But yeah, at the pace that the long run's supposed to be run at, you can just really, really enjoy it and not worry about figures or numbers or anything like that. So yeah, for that reason alone, it's brilliant. Oh, you've caught me on an uphill. I'm having to really pace it so I don't go too hard. But yeah, the next reason why the long run is so good is because of the aerobic benefits it brings. Now, a lot of us, me included, are guilty of thinking that you've got to be training with intensity all the time to get fitter. But that's not true. And in fact, if you do that, you dig yourself a hole and stick yourself in it in no time. See, I mean, I've come from a cycling background, and I was really familiar then with the old Zone 2. It's where a lot of the pros train. And it's it's not your leisurely sort of Sunday pop to the calf sort of pace, but it's only one above that. It's the pace where when you're cycling, you can keep it going all day. And obviously if you're running, you can keep it going for well over the hour with no problems at all. And yeah, over time, you do build up your aerobic system. And the other great bonus is that it's your body gets used to the impact of running. Let's be honest, as triathletes, running is where we can pick up injuries and niggles. So when you're running at a lower intensity for longer, it really does build the support system that you need for when you do eventually get the intensity in, which you still need to keep. So I kind of like to see it as having a sort of like, it's the scaffold system that sort of allows you to build the engine, build the strength from there. Well, I figured you'd seen enough of my ugly mush, so I'll give you a change of scenery. It's not bad, is it? This is Panshanger Park, my local park to me, and we're lucky enough to have a park run that goes around here on a Saturday morning that I sometimes do. It's really good, all on trails, and in fact this is part of it here. You go around this bend off to the left and then it's up a steep hill. Yeah, brilliant one. If you're local, you've not done it, yeah, well worth it, near Welling. But yeah, the other reason why the long run is so good is because of how, I don't know, obviously as triathletes we're having to juggle 3 sports, and that involves quite a lot of volume a lot of the time. And yeah, the long run allows you to sort of, it's quite repeatable, so you can get a lot of volume in without exhausting yourself. Kind of mentioned that already, but yeah, if you're doing a lot of intensity, you can't get a lot of volume in. And this is where, I mean, I've paused again just to take my breather. I mentioned again, it's that Jack Daniels again, and actually I got this from, I mentioned Jack Daniels, but there's a brilliant podcast that I watch online, part of a triathlon coaching company called Team Oxygen Addict. If you're not subscribed to their videos, you should definitely do so. I'll pop the link below. There's some brilliant stuff they've got online. And yeah, they talk about this, where Jack Daniels said that every 10 minutes that you're running, you should pause. So it's every sort of 9 to 10 minutes, you should pause and you should walk for a minute. And the reason for that is just to give your muscles, your joints a chance to recover. And it just allows you to be so much fresher the next day. And I'll tell you what, I found that to be a real game changer. You know, if I went out and did a long run last year when I was just focused on running, I'd go out and do a long run and I would be quite tired the next day. Whereas now I can get a long bike session in, or even another run session, no problems at all. So yeah, well worth it. The flexibility of the long run is a real perk as well. Just let me explain. Obviously, if you're doing hill reps, it goes without saying, you're going to need a hill, or several of them in like one after the other. If you're doing speed work, then you want the opposite, don't you? I mean, most people go to a track, but you're going to need somewhere flat, ideally tarmacked as well. But with a long run, you can kind of do it anywhere. I mean, I'm over here, Pantanga Park. Yeah, your favourite area, wherever it is, you can use it. You know, if you live in a big city and you're kind of only restricted to pavements and stuff, I mean, you can do it. You can do it anywhere. You can even do it on a treadmill if you like. I mean, that's what I kind of like about it. Although actually I say that, a treadmill, a long run would be quite boring on a treadmill. You're much better off getting outside. But yeah, you see what I mean. The flexibility it offers is just amazing. I'd also say the long run is probably one of the purest forms of running there is. And for that reason, it's just great if you've had a hard day, you're going through any stress at work or in your personal life, and you just need to reset. There really is no better way than getting out for a long, easy run, preferably solo as well, so you can just be alone in your thoughts. And if, like this evening, spin it around, you've just got nature around you as well, then all the better. Yeah, it will also develop your endurance, which, depending on the length of your event, is going to be crucial. So yes, I am walking again, but I promise you I have actually done some running. In fact, as we speak, I've just passed the 6 mile mark, got about 4.5 left to get home. So yeah, it'll be a good session, some good distance by the time I do get back to get some food in me. But I think I've covered just about everything I wanted to do. I thought I'd just finish with a couple of tips. My biggest ones actually from doing plenty of long runs over the last year or so would definitely be, number 1, carry a gel, carry some fluid as well, especially when the weather's warm. It will keep you feeling fresh and again help you for the next day if you've got more training to do. Number 2 would definitely be to get out early doors if you can. You know, I mean, as a teacher, I have to get into work pretty early, sort of 7:30, but sometimes I have made the effort to get up at about 5. I mean, some of you might think that's absolute madness, but it's just amazing. It's such a great start to the day. You know, when you've got the roads to yourself, the paths, the trails, and there's no one else around, and you've just got the birds waking up and the sounds of nature. There's no better way to start, honestly. David Goggins would be proud. I think tip number 3, sorry to finish with this one, but carry toilet roll. Don't find out the hard way like I did. You know, running, it seems to be really, really good at setting my system off, and I don't think I'm alone. So yeah, carrying some spare toilet roll, just in case, hopefully you won't need it, but just in case you do, it's there and you've got nothing to worry about really. Once you've done one wild poo, trust me, you'll wonder why you're worried about it. So yeah, I think we'll finish on that note. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, I don't think I've currently, as we speak, or as I speak, sorry, I don't think I've got any subscribers at all. So if you could, I'd very much appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon. Adios, and enjoy your training.